Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge.
All I got is bourbon.
Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. And we're back at it with fun topic for today. Fun topic. But before we get kicked off, a couple updates for the channel. So we released recently, and I think actually bottles are pretty much out there for our Patron community, our J. Rieger, our first ever hazmat, gobble till you wobble. Yes, that released to our Patron community, sold out same night within a couple hours. So I think everyone really enjoyed that bottle, and folks are still getting it, but those that have it already, definitely impressed. Truly a fantastic whiskey. If you have not checked out J. Rieger, make sure you check them out. That is a fantastic brand out of Kansas City. Love myself some J. Rieger, and I love our hazmat. But the next barrel that is releasing for the Bourbon Judge community is our almost 11-year-old Joseph Magnus bourbon. We're calling this one the Cigar Lounge. So it's not a finished bourbon. It is finished in the Seguin Moreau cask, which is typically a cask that is normally used for wine. So it is a fantastic bottle, a single barrel coming from the Bourbon Judge community. Again, our almost 11-year-old Joseph Egg Magnus single barrel that's coming out in the next week and a half, 2 weeks. So really excited for that one. That is a woo, fantastic pour. Fantastic pour. All right. So for today's episode, this is a topic that is very relevant for this day and age. So as a lot of people would agree, the bourbon craze is calmed down, right? It's kind of cooling off a little bit, just a little bit. It really is. You see secondary prices coming down. You see even store prices, things that were marked up before. You see whiskey on sale. You never saw whiskey on sale before, but you now see whiskey on sale, which is pretty interesting, pretty cool. And, the buzz is starting to kind of slow down and cool off just a little bit. However, there is always an exception to the rule. Always. That's just in life, if you think about it, right? There's always an exception to the rule. So I'm going to give you 5 bottles, really honestly more about the brands. I'm going to give you 5 brands that I personally think the hype for these brands, they have not stopped. The hype for these brands, they are the same level, if not even higher. So these 5 brands, whoo! They have a strong following. People love them. And I'm going to give you a mix of small distilleries, bigger distilleries, some non-distilling producers, some NDPs. But I'm going to give you 5 brands that are just screaming. They're scorching hot. Fair? All right. And by the way, let me call this out. I'm not ranking these 5 in order. So I'm not saying number 1 is better than number 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just giving you the 5 that I love, as well as obviously everyone else in the Whiskey Society loves as well. Fair? All right. So bottles that you may want to look out for, and that's the reason for this episode today. These are 5 brands, 5 bottles that you may want to look out for. Cool? All right. Number 1. So number 1 is a small distillery, right? A small craft distillery. If you've ever watched my channel, you know I'm a big fan of craft distilleries. That's just who I am. I love the small guys. I love the whiskey they produce. As long as it's fantastic, I'm good for it, okay? So this brand, smaller craft distillery, they are producing amazing whiskey. They are also very limited in quantity, so it's hard to find their whiskey in select markets. It's in certain states, but it's not in others, so it's really hard, very selective to kind of find. Once in a blue moon, there might be like a lottery online. You can get some of their whiskey through their site, but at the end of the day, it is harder to find. But if you can at least get a sample from a friend, or at least if you go to a bourbon bar, hey, grab a pour of this whiskey, because I can guarantee you, you will love it, and you will understand reason why the rave is so hot for this brand. Cool. Number 1, coming from the great state of Alabama, Dettling Bourbon. Woo! Dettling, this small little bottle of fury. This whiskey, Dettling is just amazing. I'm telling you, Dettling whiskey is truly amazing. Now, I will say the owner, Seth, he produces very limited quantities, so it is hard to scale up, but I'm okay with that, right? Not everything needs to be mass produced, because when you mass produce things, a lot of times you do jeopardize quality. So I'm okay with the fact that he doesn't have a ton of allocation across various different states. But again, if you can get a pour from a friend who might have a bottle, or going to a bourbon bar, this is the bottle you should be looking for. Not always the big pappies and everything. This bottle, Dettling, any of his single barrels, I can guarantee you, I've had like 5 or 6. They are all amazing. Always amazing. So Dettling Bourbon, number 1. All right. What is number 2? So number 2, I'm going to give credit to this brand, slightly a larger brand, but I'm going to give credit to them because I feel like every year they produce something new, and each release they don't miss. They really don't miss. And they're not a massive, they're not as big as like a, I'm thinking of like a Jim Beam or a Wild Turkey, or definitely not Sadler, but they are bigger. They're definitely big. Their regular products are in every market, but this new specialty product that they just came out with this year, I just had my buddy Jimbo over. He had a pour. He was like, damn, that is good. It's just exceptional. Number 2 on the list. Give some love to my good friends over at Michter's. So this is the Michter's Barrel Strength Sour Mash Whiskey. This one, the regular sour mash is good, right? It's a good whiskey. Nothing wrong with it at all. But this Barrel Strength version that they came out with, oh my goodness. I'm a big Michter's guy. I love their profile for their whiskey. It always has like that campfire marshmallow, marshmallow leathery kind of a note to it with a little bit of chocolate as well. I'm a huge Michter's fan. This release, they knocked it out the park. I'm telling you folks, if you have not tried this product, please at least get a sample from a friend or go to a bourbon bar, right? It's not always about chasing the bottle. If you can't get the bottle, I respect that, but at least get a pour at a bar or from a friend who has like a good collection. That is number 2 on the list. Michter's, the Sour Mash Barrel Strength Whiskey, number 2. All right, Judge, what is number 3, 4, and 5? Before I get to 3 through 5, real quick, 3 quick easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know what are your thoughts on 5 brands that you think are just like still, knocking out the park. And then last but not least, please make sure you also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get a notification each and every time I release new content. Cool? Cheers. Drinking a little Michter right now. Amazing, Michter's. Amazing. All right. Judge, what is number 3? So number 3 is a NDP, a non-distilling producer, meaning that this individual sources whiskey from multiple different places, sometimes blends it, sometimes, does like different things with it. But this NDP is just crushing it. This brand has a massive following. We did a barrel pick with them. I think this one's actually my barrel pick, but I'm not picking the brand just because of my barrel pick. I'm picking the brand because of the brand and the individual behind the brand. Number 3 on the list. Oh, man. This is J. West brand, the Reveries. The Reveries, again, owned by J. West. This is my single barrel, the Bourbon Judge. J. West is knocking it out the park. I think there's 2 things I think about with J. West. Number 1, he has a fantastic palate. I've sampled many barrels like with him, ones that were like not his stuff, but like other things that he's like, nope, this is not really aligned with what I would look for. This is aligned with what I would look for, and so forth. And I would tell you, J. West has a fantastic palate. So his brand, the Reveries, just knocking it out the park. Absolutely amazing. He does so many different things, not only his own other barrel picks, but obviously his own brand, the Reveries. But this is one brand I absolutely stand behind. If you haven't had a chance, check out J. West Reveries. Number 3. All right. Number 4. Well, we're with a non-distilling producer. Let's go over to another non-distilling producer. If you watched my channel in the last, let's call it 3 to 4 months, this brand is just killing it. I literally just did a barrel pick with them. Correction. I literally just did 2 barrel picks with them because the whiskey that they have is, it's in another world. I'm going to explain the reason why. And this is important. Number 4, Appalachian Barrel Company. They are as hot as it gets. Why? These gentlemen, Jade, Jesse, their partner, Dr. Heath, but Jade and Jesse, Kentucky guys, they live, breathe their heart and soul from the state of Kentucky. They're only sourcing Kentucky juice, always single barrel, so they don't blend, they don't have different finishes. They're getting like one-off batches from big brands, right? I'm talking about big brands that normally don't sell their whiskey. So the whiskey that Appalachian Barrel Company has access to, stop it. That's the reason why I did 2 barrel picks with them, because the whiskey was so damn good. Check out ABC. I'm telling you, this brand is hot. They are hot, hot, hot. All right, that is number 4. So, Judge, you might be wondering, what is number 5 and why? So, when I think of number 5, this brand, to me, crushes it because they are a craft distillery. It's number 1. They're a craft distillery. They definitely put their heart and soul into everything that they produce. There's not a lot of people that work there, so they produce things in very small quantities, but that's okay. Smaller quantities, they let their whiskey age to the appropriate point where they're ready to put out something new. And they have various different things. This is a new bottle here as well. I haven't had this one yet, but I had a sample from someone else. So I've had this one, but I haven't cracked my bottle. I got it from someone else, a small little sample. But number 5 is a brand that I've stood behind for many years, and I will continue to stand behind this brand because I love this brand. Number 5, none other than my good friends from Glen's Creek Distillery. This is the brand new flipping the oh gosh, I gotta love I love Dave. Dave, the owner from Glen's Creek, is absolutely just hilarious. But honestly, not just this bottle in particular, really everything that they put out. It could be their OCD number 5, their OCD 5 Premium, Cafe au Lait, which is always going to be one of my favorite bottles from them. But truly, everything that they put out, they're taking their time, they're taking their effort, they're really making sure that they're producing quality whiskey. They're just not putting out, 1,000 barrels a day. They produce 1 to 2 barrels a day. That's it. They are kind of like the Dettling of Kentucky. Literally, these two, Seth and Dave from Glen's Creek, they're probably like brothers, brothers from another mother. But their whiskey has very similar vibes, very dark chocolate kind of a notes to it. But honestly, I love what they stand for, and that's the reason why I love Glen's Creek. All right, friends, as we say, peace, cheers, most important, salute, take care.